As the speaker for all things African, Andre Rihanna, aka Andre Onana, we don't claim you because this is a man that suffers from acute MCS. Now, I don't want to reveal the name of this person, but someone sent me a DM. This person that sent me a DM is African. And based on what he said, I want to leave his name, out of this. But this individual sent me a DM and said that Onana should bleach because it's giving Africans a bad name. I'm not going to say anything more on that, so we're going to just keep moving. So I'll just as a wild statement. MCS. What is MCS? Actually, no. Let me wait there because I'll explain what MCS is when I break it the other way. So let's just talk about the mistake. Horrible. Now, the funny thing is, guys, because obviously I was taking a little bit of a break before, so I couldn't do a quick review, but I wanted just to do like a more general video on this. So my thing is, 2-1 up, injury time. You'd expect your keeper just to, keep you in it. And his mistake led to Lyon, I believe it was Cherki, scoring literally in injury time, making it 2-2, robbing United from a great away victory. Prior to the game, he was going up to the post, touching the post, trying to give him some extra stuff. So when you juxtapose what he was doing before the game, some ritual near the post with him breaking it and literally single-handedly costing United a huge victory ahead of the second leg at Old Trafford, it just makes him look like even much more of a fool. So yeah, for Onana, not great. So what is MCS? MCS is main character syndrome. Now, all because you suffer from MCS cannot necessarily be a bad thing. You see, it's an issue when you have MCS and you're a brick. But if you have MCS and you're good, I don't think that's big of a deal. I'll give you 2 examples. Cristiano Ronaldo has extreme MCS. Cristiano Ronaldo has absolute extreme MCS. But the thing is, he's actually good. And even when he brings his MCS, or when he really showed his MCS during the times for United, for Real Madrid, for Portugal, he'd deliver. So his MCS actually just helped him get into the mental mind frame to come clutch and to say what's up and to deliver for either Real Madrid or for Portugal. LeBron James, he's got MCS. Of course he's got MCS. But it's LeBron James, who might be, statistically taking everything into account, the greatest, most talented basketball player of all time. So you can insult a LeBron, insult a Cristiano. They are actually truly exceptional. They are in the 1% of truly incredible, outstanding athletes in their given sports. The issue with Onana is you're not even a good keeper. Like good, as in, oh, this guy's pretty, you're not even pretty good. Lie to me. If you had a choice between Sommer and Rihanna, who are you taking? If you had a choice between the smoker Chesney and the Cameroonian Rihanna, who are you taking? Are you taking the Cameroonian Rihanna over Kepa? I said it. That's what we're at. I'm just posing the question. Would you take the Cameroonian Rihanna over Kepa? That's how bad things are right now. Guys, you know that Umbuemo, this is Cameroon. You know Umbuemo is taking a free kick. Onana left his post ran all the way to the other end of the pitch to give Umbuemo advice on a free kick. Here's the thing. Now, let's go into some football knowledge. Shilovets, Paraguay. He is, without a doubt, the greatest free kick taking goalkeeper ever. Where as a keeper, he'd go in and take free kicks, and his free kick, what's like he basically his free kick hits rate, his free kick success rate, okay, his free kick success rate was pretty good. So if you take away him being a keeper, just his free kick success rate was pretty good. He was a free kick specialist. So if Shilovets decides, so I'm not going to take the free kick, but I'm now going to come out of my post, run 30, 40, 50 yards to now give advice to someone, you take that advice because you've seen him take free kicks. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Has Onana ever attempted a free kick? Has Onana ever scored a free kick? How many free kicks have Onana scored? Would we view Onana as a free kick specialist who we should be taking advice from? So why are you leaving your post to come and give Umbuemo, who I think knows how to take a free kick better than you, advice on a free kick? MCS. You see, the thing here. So, this is yet another amazing example of MCS. So guys, what are you doing? And you know he was grinning when he did this. What are you doing? So, again, you are drawing attention to you, thinking that, wow, you're now going to maybe bamboozle Haaland and confuse him. Guys, I think Haaland actually went bottom right. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think Haaland still went bottom right and then laughed at him, walking away. So, again, you're not amazing. You're not superb where we can accept your MCS. You can accept MCS when the guy is truly amazing. You can just accept the MCS. But you can't accept the MCS when you're ass cheeks, when you're a bum, and when you just make yourself look stupid. That's when the MCS is even more problematic, because then it's like, when you're a brick, focus on actually being good. Don't focus on showing us your MCS. Don't focus on being the main character. Focus on actually improving and being good. Because I say this because United have some keepers. And we are living in a world where let's evolve the goalkeeper. That's cool. And I'm going to give you a very clear example. Two flex. If a keeper can play us from the back, be like a libero, a sweeper keeper, but he also knows how to be a keeper, hey, that's all good. But if I had a choice of, oh, you're good with your feet and you can be a good sweeper keeper, or you're just a great shot stopper, not a great sweeper keeper, bro, a Courtois exists. Courtois is not a sweeper keeper. It's not like an extra defender or a libero. He is just an amazing shot stopper who can help you win games. Schmeichel and Van der Sar were pivotal in helping United win games. Go look at that treble-winning season. Schmeichel was crucial. Remember that penalty that Schmeichel saved against Dennis Bergkamp, FA Cup semi-final? That was crucial in them having that historic treble. So, guys like Van der Sar and Schmeichel, they weren't super keepers. They were not amazing with their feet. They weren't these modern keepers. But they were specialists in their role. And they proved pivotal and vital in helping United win games. I want specialists, not jack of all trades. Either give me a specialist or a specialist in all trades. I don't want a jack of all trades. I want a specialist in all trades. So I want a specialist shot stopper, a specialist sweeper keeper. And we're going to get there. You see, Edison is not a good keeper. He's not. He is not a good keeper. He's not. But what is it? He is a very good sweeper keeper. And he does that job much better than Onana. See, if Onana did what Edison was doing, as much as you want to insult him and say MCC, like, well, the guy does contribute to help us win goals. I think Edison just recently had another assist. And he's now had, I think it's 6 assists, more assists than any keeper in history. Think about that. I believe Edison has had more assists than any keeper in history. So now, if it's down to me, I don't want that. I want you to be a great keeper. But he's at least contributing. He's at least helping the team. I'm old school. I would rather you be an amazing keeper. I have my right back, left back to assist. I have my number 10 to assist. I have my wingers to assist. I have my false and or my support striker to assist. So I don't need my keeper to assist. And you can help here and there, but no, I want you to be the best keeper you can be. So when we're facing those top strikers, those top inside forwards who know how to shoot, I want you to be the great, amazing last line of defense that you're supposed to be. Okay? So it's like this whole thing of the modern keeper, it's all cool, but I want a special keeper. But here is the thing. This is a one of one. This is a one of one. Like we had the whole Buffon Neuer thing, and I think everyone knows that we have had the privilege of living in the midst of this is the one. Because this is the guy who is an outstanding shot stopper, understands the fundamentals of being a goalkeeper, and he is the guy that helped to popularize the super keeper. Because remember, it was that famous game. We were all there. Because we were there like, oh, this might be the birth of the sweeper keeper now really being a thing. 2014, the World Cup game against Algeria, where Algeria were making it tricky for Germany with that ball over the top, ball over the top. And now realize that, bro, if I keep allowing these balls over the top, we're going to get screwed over one time. I have to now evolve and really come out and be a sweeper. And actually, and from then on, it now evolved to now him really now coming out of his goal even more and actually adding an extra dimension into how a team operates. So, yes, he can be a super keeper. Yes, he has great distribution. Yes, he has great passing. But he's also an excellent shot stopper with great reflexes, great handling. This isn't a jack of all trades. It's a specialist of all trades. But Neuer is a unicorn. He's a one of one. And there has never been a keeper like him. Because he can do what Edison can do, but he can also do what Schmeichel, Van der Sar, and Buffon can do. He's a unicorn. You don't have many of these around. So if I had to choose, I want a specialist. I want a specialist keeper. So because, okay, you lose the sweeping thing, that's fine. My defenders defend better. Hold that offside trap better. I don't need you to assist. So put it this way. I would much rather live in the world of having a Schmeichel or a Van der Sar than living in the world of where I have an Edison, even though he can help me create. And Lord help me if I live in a world where I have a Rihanna. I'm sorry. Because, and this is what Rihanna needs to understand, is you've made many mistakes. Many United fans are like, I'd rather have Davide here, especially with what he's been doing with Fiorentina. And with more mistakes that are leading to your team losing games, my advice to him is fall back. Like, fall back. Like, keep your MCS in check, because you showing your MCS, it makes you look even more foolish. Because it's one thing just being a brick and just being quiet. But when you're a brick and you have MCS and you have arrogance, that actually makes it worse. That makes it even worse. You know? So I don't hope that Rihanna realizes that, you know, that you've not been good. You know that you've cost your team games. You know that you are, because I hope Amri makes him realize that, no. Because you can say one thing in public, which is cool, but I hope Amri in private will say to another that, you know, you cost us that game. Now, learn from it, build from it, but these are high stakes here. High stakes here. And you cannot make a mistake like that in a game of this magnitude. Like, and this shows that, okay, super keeper, all that crap. The basics of keeping is if you know that you can't hold on to the ball, as Neuer would tell you, you palm it away. Because you've got to make the split-second decision of, okay, it's a hard thing, but automatically, if you know you can't do this and catch the ball, you have to palm it away from danger. You don't just hold it and palm it towards the dude. That's horrible basic for fundamentals of goalkeeping. So, in my view, I say to guys, get all this clown crap out of the way. Specialists in goalkeeping. That's what we want, and that can never, ever, ever be ignored. Just be a specialist. Just be a great keeper. Just be a great keeper. The extra stuff is cool, but first of all, focus on just being a great goalkeeper.